good? Cat Nation, it's your boy KS here. Welcome back to the channel and the stream. And I have just this, I don't know what to do with this hair. I just have this piece. And it's just deciding to, maybe we just like funky hair day. Woo. There you go. It really bothers me, but it's okay. It's not. It just, this piece won't stay down. You know, I'm at the weird part of my hair where it just, you know, does what it wants at this point. And you know, I really can't do anything about it. So we just let it do what it wants and move on from there. But let me get us set up with the stream. Boom. Hey, look at that. I don't have a hotkey to get here, so I have to manually do it. Let's get our counter running. Let's just check that real quick. 277. Yep. All right, cool. I have my 3DS as well. My 3DS here. We're gonna be doing Virtual Console Celebi on the side, as per usual with this hunt. So my 3DS will turn on. So we're gonna be doing that on the side as well. So just if I'm looking down or anything, just know that that's what it is. I'm gonna do my best to keep up with everything going on. Otherwise, hope you all had a good week so far. It is the Thursday, which is amazing. Feels like a Friday to me, but it is not. It is not, for sure. And we are raising money for Make-A-Wish. So if you would like to support that, we are running out of time the last couple days. This is the last couple days of Make-A-Wish because we're at the end of the month. We have reached our goal of 500, which is amazing. So thank you all for contributing to it. Sorry I didn't get to really invest in it like I wanted to this time around. I really wanted to like make my own like little perks and stuff that, you know, you guys could have done. But I will say, if you guys get us, you know, if you guys get us close to the goal, I will finish it off myself. So if you are interested in that, please feel free. I think we have one more stream of this. Yeah, reset, thanks. I think we got one more stream of doing this because tomorrow is going to be our shield day. Not to be confused with a field day, but a shield day. Which will be fun and great. I'm just fixing stuff. At least trying to fix stuff. So we're going to be continuing our run of shield tomorrow. So please come and check that out if you'd like. Otherwise, we're really just continuing what we're doing here. And that's just doing these hunts, and for now, and then we'll have a new run after we're done. I've honestly been enjoying the last couple of weeks spending time just playing games randomly that I want to complete on my own. So that's been nice. Which it's also been kind of scary because like I haven't felt the need to stream it. I actually started playing a Pokemon game off stream without streaming it or making content at all, which is just great. So that's kind of cool. I think everyone's excited about that or anything, but it's kind of cool that I'm doing it. I tried out Run and Bun, which I was like, why is this game so easy? And then immediately went, oh yeah, it's actually difficult because RNG just sucks sometimes. So that just be what it is sometimes, you know. RNG just be bad. But I also I feel like those games, like everyone's like, you should try Mordekaiser, you should try Run and Bun, you should try Radical Red. Like doing a hardcore Nuzlocke of those games with their normal game states is not that fun for me. Because at that point, you're basically just trying to get everything to work out for you. so that you can get through the game. And I don't really like games where you're supposed to just hope you get the right stuff and reset if you don't and go from there, because it does not feel like a fun time for me, because it feels like you're just it feels similar to shiny hunting in a sense, because you are waiting for just the right condition to happen one time and that's it. And I'm not really like sure that's what I want to be doing. My friends are really getting into it, like we should play Run and Button. And, it's fair for them if they enjoy it. Fair for them to play it, but it for me is not something that tickles that fancy enough that I want to continue playing it. I'm not a big fan of just doing the same thing over and over again. He says as he shiny hunts. So maybe for stream one day or stream sometime we'll get into like a run and bun kind of thing. But even when I was playing Radical Red just on my own, like a playthrough on the YouTube channel, I was like, this game is not my favorite. It's not because it's a challenge. It's too difficult of a challenge. It's not like I've done really dumb challenges, and we're about to do a really dumb one as soon as we're out of April too. But the thing is, I just get bored with the challenge, like with like Jedi Survivor and stuff. There, part of that is just getting better at the game, but like Run and Bun, that's not like Pokemon games. It's not getting better at the game. You're waiting for something to happen. You're waiting for a specific thing to happen. So I'm not sure if that's going to be something I go back and do. I played a couple attempts of it and I'm like, I don't necessarily like this that much. So yeah. But I'm playing through actually Super Mario Mon right now. I've been doing like a Nuzlocke of it, so just on my own, and it's been pretty fun. It's not been easy either. Like I think I've lost twice already. It's also more difficult to do a game like that when you don't know what the Pokemon, what the Pokemon's types are. So I think that's why I'm enjoying it more. Like the starters are not. Starters are not good in that game, man. Not good at all. Yo, what's up, Nico? Nico. Things are going well. Also, if you didn't catch the YouTube stream, we stopped playing the pit for similar reasons. I just kind of got bored of it. And it was very much, I felt like I was waiting for something to happen. Although that was a little bit better because it was randomized, so at least that was something. But yeah, just like I'll do this on my own if I want to play the pit. We'll move on from there. But we are doing the best team for Fire Red Leaf Green, so if you're interested in seeing that, come check out the YouTube streams on Wednesdays. You were watching that program. It got more interesting. I imagine. It got very interesting. It was a pretty good documentary to watch through, though. Although we had, I remember when I started watching it, like we got into a really weird like documentary like watching phase. So I think we watched, I can't remember the order we watched stuff, but we watched Theranos, the company Theranos documentary with Elizabeth Holmes. So that was one we watched. Then we watched that one, and I think there was another one we watched. So I don't remember. I just know we watched a few of them, and You know, I don't. Those aren't necessarily like my favorite. Documentaries aren't my favorite thing to watch. Like I like seeing some of the stuff and like learning things, but it's got to be something I'm interested in to really keep my attention. I'm doing all right. I had a very, very busy last week, which is why you didn't see the streams last week. So sorry about that. Literally was dying. I'm still kind of like worn out from it. Like it's just been a long week. I had to do like 3 times the work that I normally do in a week, and I'm not recovered from it. So I am a little groggy today. I've been actually like going to bed reasonably. Like I don't normally get tired. I usually force myself to go to bed. Like it's midnight, go to bed. And then I wake up at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, something like that. But like I've been sleepy by like 9 or 10 o'clock, and I've been going to bed at like 10, 11. And then not waking up until like 9 or 10. And I just realized like last week I didn't get a lot of sleep. I felt like I fell behind. I mean, I was doing a lot, so I'm just tired. I really need like a vacation, but I don't have any time off, so that sucks. I've been tired recently. I think this happens to people. I mean, I also don't like sleep well either. So I've been having some of that issue, like hard time falling asleep just because I think about so much stuff that it's just hard to fall asleep. So maybe I need something. I probably like just needs a period of de-stressing. I know that's probably my biggest thing is just the stress. But yeah. Also, Shield's come out on the actual like video format. So if you want to get caught up on Shield, you can go watch the Shield episodes live. The videos, not the live. I mean, you can go watch the live. It's on my VODs if you really want to be in there. But I do feel like I was talking, I think to Jimmy, and it might have been last time Jimmy and Kong did a series, did recording for rotation. Like it was with Jim, maybe it was just when Jimmy and I shiny hunted, but I do want to get back to doing the recording of my Let's Plays off stream and just record them. Excuse me. So I think maybe a solution that I've had is Tuesdays have been very hit or miss for me in the like just every time, because if I have a meeting schedule, it's probably gonna be like a Tuesday night or like a Thursday night. So it's hard for me to consistently stream. That's why the earlier time worked better technically. But I do like this time. I like 5 to 8 for a 3-hour stream slot, because one, it's not too early that people who work can't get there, because you know, if you're in my time zone, you're getting off work, so you can still catch some of the stream. For like my UK people, it's late at night, so like you have an hour or two before you go to bed to catch it. And I know that the people who usually have watched from overseas, from Europe areas, are people who stay up late. So I'm like, I'm not gonna try to push it earlier for you guys when I know you come to the streams late at night. So so that I like the stream times. What I'm thinking is maybe swapping the Tuesday stream to another YouTube stream, and then I'll spend Tuesday nights that I have open either doing the video for Saturday that I really need to get back on the ball with. I've had a lot going on, so I haven't done it. Did my music stop? Nope. I wonder, I'm gonna go to this one. It's a different video, but it's a different video, but maybe it'll provide some better music. Sorry. Yo, what's up, Gimme Inc? Welcome in. Maybe the watch streak, appreciate that. I was tired of there being dead spaces in the audio, really. So, but yeah, I've thought about making YouTube another stream. So that might be the case, and then on the Twitch side, we will just fully go with the challenges, and if we do a special series. I actually have something lined up for after we finish either OOTR or Rotation Link, so there'll be something else coming out. But as I said, I'm waiting to get those really to I'm waiting for them to finish before I jump into a new project, but it was something that I had planned for a long time that we hadn't got done yet, so hopefully that happens, which will be great. I'm excited for that. Alright, no Selby and no Giratina, maybe? I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. But I don't know, there will be a restructure somehow. I obviously don't like that we can't consistently meet the times. Although I'm not sure about adding, I might not even add another YouTube stream. I wanted to kind of build the community over there, but I don't see a lot of people really coming to YouTube streams, even less than the Twitch stuff. So I'm like, do I even really want to throw another stream in? I think it'd be good for like my content in general, getting it out there more, but I don't think it's gonna really like attract more people to the channel, you know. I don't think that's really what it's gonna accomplish. By the way, if you didn't know, I do stream on my YouTube channel too. !YT pulls that up. We were doing the pit, and now we're doing Fire Red Best Team. So if you want to be involved with that, come check it out. Then that'll be a video. I need to get working on the Saturday content. Let's see. Well, the last one was Paper Mario, wasn't it? But I'll be honest, I've just not been motivated to write the scripts and stuff for that. So it's like I have to balance editing Rotation Link, editing Shield, which Shield doesn't take too long, honestly. But editing Rotation Link, editing Shield. Getting those videos out, and they take a long time. So it's like I lose pretty much my free time for a week to get those videos out. So I'm thinking maybe like the Saturdays will be like monthly. I feel like that's a better use of my time. I do still want to make the gyms and stuff, and while those are a little bit easier to make, I just don't have ideas or the motivation to make them at the moment. Excuse me. Plus, I would love to get back into some sort of draft league. It doesn't even have to be Pokemon, really, but honestly, I know I've been talking about Mario Baseball, but like I would love to get in a Mario Baseball draft league. Because it's not like you have to prep your team every single week. The only thing you gotta do is basically show up and hope that your skill is good. So that's really it. I mean, like lineups and like fielding and stuff, but other than that, there's nothing really special about it. But I'm also going to figure out what to play. Obviously, the next game that I do cannot be a Kanto game because I am doing Fire Red right now. Although we'll probably be through Fire Red really fast. But I still have played it more recently than any of the other generations before Gen 7. Now maybe I'll bite the bullet and do a BDSP randomizer. I would love to try it. I just want to see if like I will love to do a BDSP randomizer. if and only if it randomizes all the Pokemon that have been previously. I don't think it will allow for other Pokemon to be in. Yo, hello there, Mitch. Welcome in. I don't think it would allow for the newer Pokemon to be in, but if it would, that would be cool. Because otherwise, I'd just rather play Platinum. And I know that's probably not everyone's cup of tea, but I'd rather just play Platinum. Love this theme, by the way. I haven't played a lot of Mystery Dungeon, but I did play a lot of this one. It's the one I have. It's actually the only one I've ever beaten. So that's just what it is. Yo, what's up, Mitch? How's it going? It's going. See this above my head, fans spinning, lights are moving. I will say plumbing is not doing great. I thought my commode was gonna explode earlier today. That was fun. You flush a commode, right? And it makes that didn't pop up. Thank you for 250 bits. Appreciate it. I hope I don't get shiny here. That would be so bad. Thanks. Yes, you just got your faded. Yes, you just got your faded. What? Why? It would be funny. All right, well, it is a little warm. It has been a warm last couple days, but it's weird spring weather where it fluctuates between like warm and hot. Anyways, the toilet situation. So I flushed my toilet, and they've been working on. I might have been complaining like a week ago about the construction going on. They're working on a sewer line, and I think they messed something up because. I flushed the commode and it usually just like runs like normal, but it started like spurting, and that tells me like there's air in the line or a kink in the line somewhere that's causing it to not run correctly and get clogged or backed up somewhere. And it would be one thing if it was one toilet or commode, because that means that commode or toilet probably is clogged itself. But the fact that it's my water, it's both toilet lines that I have in the house, because I have 2 toilets, 2 bathrooms. It's all the sinks, the shower, like everything is like spritty is working that way, and it's I don't know if I'd like it. I don't think anybody likes it, but I'm just hoping it's not a constant problem. Yeah, that's like the only thing that's really like broken right now. I didn't look at what color the Celebi was, my man. I think another thing that, well, maybe if I do the streams on Wednesday, like if back it up, strike that reverse, go back. I was talking about switching one of the Twitch streams to be a YouTube stream. To meet the time, so I don't have to miss it every single week like I've been doing. But I think if I do that, I might make one of those YouTube streams a scripting stream. Where I would just go on, have the chat open, have some music playing, and then run through the script. And then make a script of a video, and like you guys could like look at the script and be like, okay, it'd be funny if you said this in this moment, and then we'll go from there to make the video on top of it and everything like that. So I think that could be a cool way to do content. I know some people do that, especially like if you've ever watched a content creator make their own game, like they'll just go live with like roots of stuff and say, I have this concept, this is the idea I'm doing, you know, implement your thoughts wherever you want. Yo, thank you for the stream streak 3 backseat scripting. I wouldn't mind like having some help with it, well, or have someone to talk to while I'm scripting. Normally I'm like watching a Twitch video or a Twitch video, a YouTube video, or a Twitch stream. I was trying to say them, but I was going to say them backwards. But normally, like, that's what I would be doing while I was scripting. So, or I'd have it like I'd be editing and then I'd have that going while I was doing it. So, oh, I'm not pressing A. Sorry, I'm really focused on Celebi, I guess. But I don't think it'd be bad. And we did that with a little bit with the custom shiny decks that I was working on. I obviously haven't gone back to doing that yet. Mostly because the way PowerPoint works isn't as great for doing that stuff anymore. So, and I'd rather do something else than remake all of the shinies. Now, if I was doing, I don't think I could do, if I was doing a video on like each generation, I think it'd be a lot easier. But the fact that I'm doing everything is just kind of crazy. All right, it's a bad Giratina. Good to know. But it also like gives you guys a chance to be like, well, let me ask a question. What is this point? Well, like, what are you doing here in this moment of the script? Like, what's going on with like this section of the video? And you're like, oh, that might help me think about something. And you know, if you don't understand what I'm writing or what I'm saying at a moment, then I could know to explain it a little bit better, maybe invest a little bit more time into that portion and rewrite it. So I don't think it's a terrible idea. It just, I mean, it does let you guys know exactly what I'm doing, which is not always my favorite thing. And part of the reason why I wanted to go back to doing like the Nuzlocke off stream. Yeah. The other thing about like doing Nuzlocke off stream is like I want to keep them relevant. I was thinking about doing some content for like the members. One, I only have one member, and it's a friend who, you know, I know watches the channel seldomly. So I don't want to like put that content out there and, you know, he's the only one able to watch it. The rest of you just aren't, so. Yeah. But if we had like a good list of members and stuff, I would do it. Yeah. See the chaos behind the work. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into some of these things that I research. Like, I'm researching like strategies, I'm looking up ideas, I'm putting different things together. I mean, you've already seen like the best team. You're already seeing like parts of the best team. And a lot of what I say during the team building part is what ends up becoming the script for the video. So it's just me taking it, rewording it better and writing it that way. You know, that's already taken me 3 hours, and I have to go back and re-script that. So yeah, I don't know. We've talked about that sometimes. It would also help me, like, what I don't need help with is like doing the recordings for the series. Like those are, you know, if I'm gonna do 2 episodes a week, I could just take an hour of my time, record the video. No one's ever seen it. Upload the video, and then just go from there. And it's not a problem. But with the scripting, like that stuff does happen behind the scenes right now. But it takes so long that some videos take weeks to come out with. Like when I was doing Luigi's Mansion, that's a relatively short video for one of those Saturday things. But the problem with it is, there's so many things to look up and go through that it takes forever. Like I think it took me 2 weeks to script that. On top of that, I was like maintaining my schedule and all that fun stuff. So like I want to be a content creator, but I also don't want to be a content creator to the point that I'm making crappy content just to get stuff out, you know. That none of my friends are here, so I could just say their name, that they make crappy content. Obviously jesting, but you know, we talked about it in the final IC video that, you know, we don't want to just throw stuff together and like from there. And you know, I've never, despite the fact that I've done streaming and making videos off a stream, the majority of the content that I do, like, it was everything I did for you for Invisible Corporations, but now it's becoming what I do for my YouTube channel, and I don't really want that, you know. Right, this is bothering me. Can I get a little? Let's get a little water, like de-static it. There it goes. You just need to be wet down. Got it. My hand's now wet, but that's fine. Actually feels nice and cool. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys like to see scripting and stuff behind the scenes kinds of things? Let me know. Also, challenge. I'm also still always looking for challenges. Ow. You can always give me those. We have a couple. I know too. We mentioned Minecraft. I'm looking at Prime. I'm looking at Cuphead in the future. So there is some stuff that could be coming out, but I don't know. We'll see. I also was like looking through my live streams. I think it was my YouTube streams, and I played Poke Rogue for like 6 months. That was crazy. I was like, how did I ever do a series that long? Like, what I know what's gonna happen with Fire Red is I'm gonna beat it in like 2 sessions. It's gonna be really fast. I guess something like Poke Rogue took a little bit more time. The big thing we got to look at with the best team Fire Red is the kill percentages of Nidoking. Because if he's failing, we might have to suggest going Sand Slash. I think that's something that, you know, when I've made every other best team, I've never really had something in my mind like, oh, I picked this over this for barely for one reason or another. But is it worthwhile to really consider the other one? So I got the ROM ready to go. I got the layout and everything ready to go. We are pretty much set. Nidoking is just built different, but Sand Slash has a way better attack stat in Generation 3. I think Sand Slash's attack is 100 and Nidoking's is 92, and that's pretty significant for that generation. But Nidoking does get buffed in gets another 10 boosted to it in later gens, so it is really good later on. But since it's Gen 3 and Fire Red, we have to be aware of those mechanics. And it's not a fairy type, so the poison typing on Nidoking is really useless. Especially because every grass type is poison type, which is neutral. And ground, and you have Earthquake, which is a stronger base power move that's also neutral. So that's also stab, so why would you ever click, you know, Sludge Bomb? These are questions that I've had to deal with. Sorry, I want to reset the Celebi. Not the Giratina. Now I can reset the Giratina. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Also, I really enjoy doing the best teams. Like, it's putting the team together, it's going from there, and that fun stuff. So I think that's what I like. I was thinking about it because I was talking just a bit ago about run and bun and those kinds of games that are really, really tough and really make you find a line to get through fights and stuff. But they're not things that I particularly enjoy as much as other people do. So, yep. I don't know. I fully don't expect to get this today or anytime. Like, we have potentially Tuesday's stream, and I might do a stream for Thursday next week too of this. But one of the reasons I agreed to do full odds hunting this whole month was to take a little bit of a break from challenge runs after Sunshine. But also, one, I want to support this, and two, I knew I wouldn't be around as much in April because I've had a lot of stuff going on. Like, the fact that April is over, basically, is ridiculous. It felt like March just started yesterday, but it's been just that busy. So, and I've been gearing up for some a pretty rough week. So, it is a hectic month. I didn't realize it was, man. I never thought it was, but holy crap, is it hectic. And then I'm looking at May and I'm like, it's not much better, if at all, you know. There's less stuff that I have to do, but more stuff like going on at work, so that's nice. Come on, pink Celebi. I'd rather have the pink Celebi, honestly. What I need to do is I need to find a TV series that I want to watch, like watch on my TV, and then I can start playing start doing a run of a game on my actual DS. I've had a lot of fun doing this. Well, not a lot of fun doing the Celebi hunt, but it's nice just to have a DS in your hands, playing through it, you know. Yep. Are we good for OOTR this weekend, or was that last weekend you were open, Mitch? I don't remember. Sorry. It was like, I know I've been out for like the last 2 weeks because it's been crazy. But I think everyone should be back, basically, for this week. Be pink, you dang Celebi. I've been hunting this thing for a long time. A really, really long time. Let's see, we're about 2,500 on Celebi, which is roughly a quarter of the way done. Quarter of the way to odds, and I guess Giratina quarter of the way would be about 1,000. So excuse me, probably a little further along in the Celebi hunt than the Giratina hunt, all things considered. But yeah, like, if you guys got a playthrough or something you want to see, let me know. I think I might take Nico up on a challenge that was on a gameplay style of Nuzlocke that was recommended a while ago. It's probably not that popular anymore, but it did seem fun, and I did say I wanted to try it, but I don't know how that's gonna look. Huh? What? Said you gave a suggestion, and I might do it eventually. As I said, like, I do you guys' suggestions most of the time. It just, I want to take some time to do it too. Like, I had somebody who's like, "You're gonna play Super Mario Mon the other week," and I'm like, I am, but I'm not playing it right now when everyone else is playing it. A suggestion? Oh, well, if I tell you that, you're gonna know what I'm doing, and I don't like you knowing what I'm doing. So there was something you suggested for a series that I want to do, and I might do that once we finish the generation challenge. It's like I want something fresh, that's different. That's not like just what we've been doing. So, but I am excited. I am excited for the next Nuzlocke. The one in Scarlet and Violet is going to be great. It's the Nuzlocke variant I haven't tried before, and it'll be great. You were interested in some of the older Fire Emblems. The issue with the older Fire Emblems is I'm probably not gonna play them on stream because my community does not like Fire Emblem. We are the weird ones, Mitch, that actually like Fire Emblem. No one else does, and they don't do well. So, like, I would love to go back and do a 3 Houses Wedlock again, or a Nuzlocke or something, but y'all don't like it, and I know better. I know better. I think we just don't like it on the community here because I was playing Fire Emblem for like 2 years. It's like I did the entirety of 3 Houses like in a row on the channel. And that included like playing the White Cloud section 3 times. So, yeah, no, it's not what people really particularly want to see. That doesn't mean I won't get the game and play it myself, but yeah, they are releasing a lot of stuff on the store. I'm excited about the GameCube coming over, and like, I guess that does port XD and Coliseum to the Switch. And it's not that I don't like XD and Coliseum. I really do love XD and Coliseum. My thing is I want a new version. I don't want a remaster or a port. I want a new version. What's different is I may be inclined to actually buy and play Oblivion because I've never bought and played Oblivion. I watched some of my best friends growing up. I watched their dad play some of the Oblivion campaign. Like, that's my experience with it. And because like it looks actually pretty good, I would not mind trying it. I think that was the big thing with Oblivion when it came out. It's like I couldn't stand the graphics. And if they do the same thing with Fallout, I will be so glad to play Fallout 2. Coliseum 3 win. I know, right? That's always like my hope when they get to like a Pokemon, like a Nintendo Direct or a Pokemon Direct. It's like they're just gonna whip it out. But the problem with it is it was made by Genius Sonority, and we had such a bad experience with Ilka that we don't want to port or send out our games, our Pokemon games, to other companies. That Pokemon, the company itself, Game Freak, and Pokemon Company will probably never make it. They will probably never make it again because they're going to focus on their main series stuff and pseudo main series stuff. But I mean, if they ever did another OR region game, I did give them a perfect template for how to make it into like a main series-esque style of game. So I would hope that because I made that video, they would hire me to be a consultant on what actually people who love this game want to see in the game. Which means more Shadow Pokemon, more mechanics, more Shadow moves, Shadow Pokemon strategies, great team compositions, a really interesting cast of Shadow Pokemon that you can catch. Like, I want to do that stuff. Now, be honest, I did play through most of XG. I don't think that's terribly put together. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I think the issue with XG is that they kind of give you a little bit too much shadow Pokemon at that point. So, it makes it a little bit tough to do it. Although with the Nuzlocke of it, it wasn't like I was losing more Pokemon than I had in my box, so it was fine. I would rather be like, I wouldn't care to, I would love to work for Game Freak on Pokemon stuff, because I honestly think the best thing for them to do is bring in, like, I wouldn't say content, maybe like bring in content creators. I will say content creators. Bring in content creators that play the game, that have influence, and also those are going to be your people who just generally attract Pokemon fans. Because they're playing Pokemon games, they're talking about Pokemon games, and they're gonna hear opinions of their fans, and then they will likely know how it will affect the majority of people, like their audience. So you grab some UK creators, some Europe creators, some creators from the Americas, some creators from Asia, Africa, all those places, and like put them together and like, here's our opinions on Pokemon games and what they're missing. They would be such better games. But the thing is, we live in a society, and you never like to hear that at the start of a sentence, but we live in a society where making things cheap and broken is much more affordable and profitable than making something good. So companies like Game Freak are going to probably continue to make really bad games, and not make good ones. I think Game Theory made a video on that. I didn't watch it yet, but I already basically know what it says without watching it, because it's just logic at this point. It's the whole like capitalism-esque money getting schemes of businesses and corporations. Like, why are you going to make something to the best of your ability and when you could sell something that's half baked for the same price and people will still buy it? Like, until consumers decide they are not willing to buy a broken Pokemon game off Scarlet and Violet, you know, then they're just gonna keep doing stuff like that, because we're like, the thing is, most of us are such fans of the company and of the product that we are just going to blindly buy. Like, they could literally put a piece of poop on a game drive and say it's a new Pokemon and we would buy it. So that's the problem. Like, it, until we stop just buying all this crap that they're putting out, we're fine. I think maybe like they're starting to notice that, like, I don't think BDSP sales were great. I don't think Scarlet and Violet sales were that great. They're like, oh, they actually want good games and not this crap that we're putting out. Like, BDSP is not good. It's the reason I would rather play Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum than play BDSP. I'll be honest. So it's really it. And that's why I'm like, I want to look at the randomized settings for BDSP, because if it would allow, because technically BDSP is a what? It's the Gen 8 game. Technically, because it was Legends Arceus, it was BDSP, Legends Arceus, Scarlet Violet, right? So if that's the order of games, which I believe it is, I might be wrong. You can correct me. If that's the order of games, and this is a Generation 8 game, so you have Pokemon up to Generation 8. You know, I would like all of them to be in this game. Now, if that's not the case and you're only going to do the first 4 generations, I could have that with Platinum. In fact, I probably could go find a ROM that has all those Pokemons that plays off of a Platinum engine that is much better than this. So, and I think that's the other thing that we have to realize. The Game Freak is having to start to realize is their games are not the hardest thing to ever reverse engineer and manufacture. That there are people out in the world that will like make ROM hacks will make ROM hacks of their games, and they're better. They're just arguably better. So they're gonna start losing money on their actual things. Like, I know there's a lot of people who will play Radical Red over any other version of Kanto. Period. I mean, I still like my Fire Red Leaf Green. Don't get me wrong, but there are people who are. I mean, Radical Red has so many quality of life things that I get it. I do get it. But you gotta make a game that's so good that you can compete with that, Game Freak. I mean, I've actually been in the development of a Pokemon game. It is a ROM hack because I don't know how to like program and stuff, but I know how to randomize, and I know how to manipulate a randomizer to do certain things. Like, when I'm doing this best team of Fire Red Leaf Green, I'm technically playing a randomizer. Technically, it's nothing really is randomized because it would break the integrity of, you know, the actual best team. Like, there would be no point in me making the video because it would break it. But it is randomized to the point that it destroys the trade gimmick, so I can evolve Pokemon. You know, it's just some quality of life improvements, those kinds of things. So it is technically randomized, but it's not randomized to the point that it's like Nuzlocke and stuff. And so I want to do something like that I'm working on that. I actually haven't done in a while, and I've thought about maybe that would be something we could do on stream. It's like, oh, you each get like, give me a team, and like I'll put it together. But I don't have that big of a following, and I honestly don't care about it as much anymore to really spend a lot of time at working on it. There's other things I want to work on, but you know, maybe someday it'll get completed. So we'll see. It's been something in my mind. It's like there was a video that was supposed to be released for it. And I definitely could do that now. But I don't know, like I was gonna wait till after I made every change and implemented it before I did it. So that's that. Yo, what's up, Jimmy? Welcome in. I don't know. I might just release that video. It would honestly save me from making a Saturday video. So, yeah. It's just a merging of different things together, kind of like the or video was with the XD gym leaders. I'm all right. Ceilings above my head, fans working, toilets not so much, but. I think I literally said that earlier. I did see the message. I glossed over it because I got too excited about Coliseum. But I don't know what that is in the first place. So I want to find those games that I like, that I wanna make content on. So it's an RPG game. Nice. I actually had a conversation a little bit ago with myself. I actually was thinking it was this week because I played Baldur's Gate for like a couple hours. And I said, I really lack the motivation to complete this on my own, because you get to the point in the game that I'm at, Act 3, and it's just a bunch of quests and you don't want to do them. But if I was going to do a challenge run of it and try to complete everything like I normally do, I think it could be fun. So that is on my list now of challenge runs, and I've stopped playing it. As I've said, I've been playing Mario Mon, so I know it's been nice. It's been nice, and I've really enjoyed that I've had a game that I can play off stream. Like, it was Mario Baseball for a while. I completed that. I had that to talk about. It was BG3 for a little bit. Had that. It was run and bun for literally a day, and then I stopped playing it. Now it's Mario Mon, so we'll see. I thought about doing my rock. I never finished a rock monotype run in black and white, and I've wanted to do that, but then I have to play black and white, and I just don't know why. I just don't want to play it. But Mario Mon, yeah, we'll play that. I did get to the point of the Bethesda talk that I said that if they remade Fallout 3, I would play it. I liked what I played of Fallout 3, I'll be honest, but the graphics just killed the game for me. I mean, I got a Fallout 3, Fallout 4 bundle when I bought Fallout 4, and I played Fallout 4 first because it was the new game and loved it, and the graphics were amazing, and then I went back to try to play 3, and I'm like, this game looks like it ran on a computer, and not a very good one. I do wish I wish I was just a little bit older so I could get into, could have gotten some of those old school style of video games. Like, I think the only reasons I can play the Resident Evil games is because they've been they're remakes. Like, I feel like that's really important for me, and I know that's really important for some other people too, is like you update the graphics, which is why I'm like considering Oblivion, because I'm like, I like Skyrim. I'm probably gonna like Oblivion, and now it has good graphics. Like, what's stopping me now, you know? This dang Celebi needs to be pink. So if you have any like games like that, and maybe I find a game like that and I want to do a challenge of it. I will say the only one of the quote-unquote challenge runs that I will not make a video on is the Skyrim one, because one, I never really completed it. It was more just for fun and to play Skyrim. But two, it's like, yeah, that's basically the reason. I never really completed it, and there's like, if I was gonna do a full playthrough and do it the way I would do it, I would have to be able to do every single quest in the game and platinum the game, like, and that kind of stuff. So I don't want to go back and do that. Definitely not for Skyrim. I am closing the wrong game again. Doesn't matter because Giratina is not blue, but it's nice to actually get your encounter. I really wish I didn't do the World of Night Nuzlocke, because I would love to go back and do that. I need to find a way to like get to do Subspace Emissary as a Nuzlocke. I think I would hate that. Especially like the one section where there's just Sonic and, you know. don't know if I could do that. Celebi is not pink. That's annoying. I don't know. I've pretty much, that's the thing with like IC and it going away, is like I've pretty much played most of the games that I grew up with as a series for the channel. So there's not a lot left for me now to play. So I'm a little bit at a content loss for challenges and stuff. I mean, there's still games that I want to do. Like I want to become crazy and do expert Cuphead, so why not? That's gonna be learning speedruns and stuff. So maybe I'll be able to speedrun Cuphead by the end of it. Cuphead deathless. You know? Maybe I'll become so good. We definitely had an easier time doing it with like Kong and I playing it together. Made it so much easier than trying to do it on your own. Like it was just a million times easier. It's like you could just keep cycling each other back to life. And, yep. That was fun. I do miss doing those. Like I would love to get somebody else into these multi things, because like they're always fun, and like we could even stream them too, which is cool. No Giratina either. So I think I'm gonna be able to get through. I think I'm on the 3rd stream of the rotation link. So I think I'll try to finish the 3rd stream of that and have it done, which I think gives me 10 episodes, which is kind of crazy. It should be about halfway through the game, because we're doubling up. Like Ultra Sun and Moon is like 40 episodes normally at 30 minutes, and I'm doing an hour. Like most of them are hour long ish. So if I'm 10, that means I'm halfway. No, I'm not. I'm halfway, because half of 20 would be 10, and 20 is half of 40. So that'll be done pretty quickly. Like you get the Pony Island, and that game is pretty much over. Like it's crazy how little there is there at the end. All right. You know, I would love to go back and play Insurgents again. Even though best team that. I don't think I put that on my list of best teams. I don't need the best starters playlist. I need content. Yep. Red Yellow, Arcadis, Scarlet Violet, Colossing MXD. Alright. XD Insurgents is on there. It is on there. It is on there. Oh, 800 also for Giratina. Pretty sick. The good part is, like, if we end up doing this both today and tomorrow, well, and Tuesday, then we should be ending up relatively at 1,000, which should be nice. I will say, like, if I find the shiny at this point, I'm not starting another hunt. It's just, we're just done. Like, that's just what it is. Doesn't mean the stream will be over for the day, but at least I will not be hunting anymore. And I will have contributed my one shiny for the event. And I really feel bad that I didn't get to do more hunting. I wanted to really support Team Yell with this. It was a bad month for me, and I needed to put in more effort to get incentives done for you guys, and I just didn't do that. It kind of came on quickly, and I spent more time helping organize it than I did figuring out what I needed to do to help make it better for us. So sorry about that. But I will say, like, if we can get it, I'm gonna donate, so I'd like to not have to break the bank. So if you guys, I don't know, I guess I could say, if you guys donate $100 between everybody in the community, and I can, because I'm helping manage this, I can see who's donating. So if you guys donate $100 within the community, I will myself donate $100 to the cause, and we can try to reach that 750 goal. We did hit our 500 goal, which was pretty sick. But, you know, I'd like to hit 750 too and blow it out of the water. I think I made him money. I'm not either. I just spent like $5,000 in taxes. I'm just kidding. Not that much, but I spent a lot of money on taxes, so. It's for a good cause, so I'm down to throw $100 at it. It's not like a break the bank amount. Like hundreds is a good bit of money, but it's not like a lot in the grand scheme of everything. I remember distinctly because March Madness just happened. That's funny. I did play in a March Madness tournament. I lost. I got third place, I think, because my team that was gonna win lost in semis. So it was a funny breakdown, but I remember I won the first March Madness bracket I've ever played in, and I won like $205 from the pool. And when I had that much money in my hands, I was like, wow, this is a crazy amount of money. So, and now, like, as I'm an adult, like $200 wouldn't even really last me a week. I spend that on half that on groceries a week, so like it's not that much. Hope you have a good stream. Sorry, I'm just yelling at people because obviously they're watching. I'm actually gonna, I see it get me online. Maybe he'd want to do a multi. Let me jump in his contact real quick. Can I knock? I'm gonna knock. See if he wants to do it. What am I going to? Firefox. Maybe he would. I'd try. I pulled it up. I'm gonna see if he sees that or not. I can't My music's like stupid high.
Oh wait, my bad. IV 16 level 1. Nice, Chompy. Congrats on that.
Seeing if he says anything. I'll do an encounter while I'm waiting. That'd be funny if we get a shiny because of
Well, hello,
the
Chaos.
background. Did he see it? He said hi. We'll see.
Hello.
Oh. Pressing buttons.
Do you want to do this in Discord?
Yes, I would love to do this in Discord. Cool. That'll be great. It looks like we're getting this.
Alright.
Alright, let me... While I'm just getting this set up, we'll just do this.
Thank you, RJ, for the shout out, guys. If you don't know Chaos, definitely go check out Chaos. Actually,
Where's the TV on the Discord server?
one of the
What was that?
exactly know what his role is. He just does a lot for Team Yelp.
Oh, it's the score button.
Oh my god, this old clip.
There it is! Yes! 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 Yes!
It's a good clip.
Yes!
I remember when I got excited about stuff.
Finally, dude.
Oh yes. Right.
Oh, there's no way it's disability. There's no way. Alright, let's put money on this right now.
All right.
We're just gonna be hitting ability.
I have them up. We're good.
I'm in event 1 if you want to join. Alright, that's actually where I was about to hit. So we'll do that.
Alright. And then I could do that. Hello.
Hold on.
I got shared chat up though, so that's great. Sweet. Okay. Let me maybe mute. I'll leave it open until he gets back, until we're in the call. But the only thing we need to do is need to swap the command.
Chaos.
Hello.
Hello.
I can.
You hear me twice.
Oh no, I couldn't hear you twice. I can only hear you once. I was like, "What's going on?"
Well, that's good.
Now I can hear you just once, so we're good. Now I'm muted on the guest star thing because I just don't like the quality of it.
Yeah, it is not the best.
What's the number? 87. I had to think about what your number was.
Went ahead
Yay, fixed.
Let's go.
I'm like,
there's multi in chat if you want to see it.
Like I knew you were alive. I saw you were live, and I'm like, well, I wonder if he's interested in just hanging.
Absolutely.
Because it's much better to shine out with somebody than by yourself.
I completely agree. And
Turn the music back on.
how has your week been, Chaos?
Busy.
How's your week been? So you're about Hopeless Harbinger 7. Thank you for trying to spam my chat. Really appreciate it. Sorry that your week has been busy.
It's
Hopefully,
okay.
You've gotten a lot accomplished, though.
It's been less busy than last week, but I was saying at the beginning.
Well, that's good.
I don't know if you were here, but I was like, last week sucked, so like I didn't get to stream really at all. I think I streamed one day. Well, I usually stream like 4 or 5 times a week, so very busy week, and I'm making up for all of that this week, but just taking a break as much as I can.
Well, and yeah, and I guess it's a good thing. I streamed like once last week, so I think we're on the same level, honestly. But I will say you do stream a lot more than me, and you also do other content besides just streaming, so you're a little bit better than me, but
Yeah,
in that aspect.
Oh, and you were saying what my role is for Team Yell. I'm technically the event coordinator, so I help.
Technically, but I feel like you do so much more.
No, that's really all I do. Is I help put the stuff together. So like I helped organize this event for. I didn't get reached out to, but Beefy did, and I'm like, well, I gave him the idea for the full odds hunting and stuff. So
Absolutely.
I helped make this happen. And then like when we did the DA night, I coordinated rooms and stuff like that. So
event coordinator, yes, check. I remember that from now.
Yeah.
I don't do anything. Just so everybody knows. I just play Pokemon.
It's like I joined the team, like I want to be part of something. I want to do something, and like I know, like the former event coordinators, like I knew them, and I'm like, you guys are doing a lot. Like I'd love to be a part of this, and like we were having good conversations.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I could be, just put me on the team, and there they went. So here I am.
I think I ended up the way that I ended up on Team Yell anyway was I ended up raiding Super one time, and just talking to her and hanging out and having a good old time. Found out that she liked a group that I used to, or that I still listen to, and it just hit it off from there. So it was actually kind of an interesting thing.
I didn't know Supra or VP when I combined their names. I didn't know either of them when I joined. I forget how I found it. Maybe it was Wiggins. It might have been Spence too. Like I knew Poke Network before doing this group.
Yeah.
And I knew Wiggins before this group. So those were probably like the two. Oh, Sonic, when he was a part of the group, I knew him. So I had a couple people, but yeah, it was one of my goals at the beginning of that year when I got accepted in. I was like, I want to be part of a Twitch team. Like, I want to have a group that I'm working with and doing stuff with. And this is not the one I expected to be a part of, but it's the one that's
Yeah, I will say this. It is a good thing though. I really enjoy hanging out with a lot of the people that are in this group, and it's actually really, really nice. Just to have conversations.
I've had a good time with everybody I've talked to. Like DA night was a lot of fun, and even though I was like exhausted, it was great.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. Like if you're going to be a part of a Twitch team, you gotta be involved in the things that you do. Because if you're not, and I know I'm not involved in every single thing that we do, but if you're not involved, like, why are you part of the team?
Right.
If it's just to be a part, then be a part. Show that you actually want to hang out with these people. That's what you're there for.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I look at when I was looking at teams to join or try to get in with. It's like, do I like the people that are in?
Yeah.
And I've not met anyone in the team that I had a problem with, so had a good time. Although I still have a lot of people that I need to actually hang out with and talk to.
And that's one of the things that I've always tried to do is, whoever's a part of the team, I try to, at least go into their stream at least once or twice, as much as I can, just to say hello and interact with them, just so that they know I'm here.
Yeah, you're great at that.
So
it's a quality I wish I had. You're really good at that. I think I see you in every stream I do, so it's great to have that.
You do. I'm actually on 24 stream streak, so.
Jeez.
So I'm actually pretty excited about that. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're probably the one person that I go into the stream every time that they're live. Besides Tiller, but I have missed a couple days.
Yeah, I can't watch his stuff anymore. I'm not awake most of the time. He
does. He is very early, and that's the Well, and that's the thing. Like I have when he's live, I'm actually on my playing period, so I can just kind of have it playing in the background and have that going. So that actually makes it super easy.
Yeah. Where I actually used to stream around that time. It was. I think I started a bit later because he starts at like 7. I think I started like 9.
Yeah.
And he would raid me a couple times because, you know, I was live and he knew me.
Yeah.
Which was nice.
Nice.
Had to build a good connection with him, but yeah, I'm always at work, and when I'm at work, I'm like focused most of the time, so I don't have the periods to be down and doing something else. I could if I really wanted to, but I wouldn't get to like actually watch the stream.
That makes sense, yeah.
Oh, I just realized you're going for Giratina too. Best of luck.
I am. Yeah, it's 237 DAs for this thing has been a pain in the butt. So
yeah, I get that.
We're gonna see.
Where am I even at? I think I got one at one. I got a phase at 127 for circuitry, and I'm still hunting it, so I don't know exactly what number I'm at.
Oh jeez, circuitry's another one that I'm gonna have to hunt. Oh my god. Kick. Oh, Mega Kick actually did more than I expected. Outrage.
I've been stuck at. I was stuck doing Giratina because I'm like all my other like full odds hunts are on my other Switch and it's randomized right now, so I can't do them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, and that's kind of I'm also going for Dialga, which again I'm not over odds yet, which is great, but it still is like stressing me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like the closer I get to odds, the more my stress level gets up.
Yeah, I always hated getting the odds, but it's you have those hunts that go long and the ones that go short, and not all of them are nice. But most of the time with BDSP for me, it's been pretty easy to come by. Like I did the Drifloon outside Valley Windworks and got it like 100 something.
Yes. That's legit. Now I can't say that.
My Arceus was 100 something. My Darkrai was like 2,000. My Shaman was just under odds. So like it's been pretty nice to me. So I was hoping Giratina would be great, but so far no dice. No, I'm not far into the hunt.
Well, I was about to say you're still a little low. Once you get into the 1000s, then you'll. Yeah. But it'll be all right. I think that it'll be a quick one for you, quicker than anything that I've had recently.
I hope so, because I'm not really a shiny hunter anymore. I'm just kind of doing it for the event.
Even though I said it. Yeah, well, you know, I appreciate the shiny hunting. I love shiny hunting. I need to do more Nuzlocke and things like that. I know that. That's something that I haven't done a lot of. I've started a couple of those and never finished them because I was doing a soul link with somebody, a friend of mine, and he ended up losing his Switch.
Oh.
So
yeah, you can't continue.
No, can't continue. So now it's just sitting there. So it's just like, meh. So we'll see, but hey. See if we can actually get us a shiny here. That would be awesome if this Giratina just ended up being shiny.
I actually started. There's a lot of Nuzlocke you can do, like variants you can do when you have somebody to do them with. But like when I started, like I've been doing Nuzlocke for like what year is it? For almost 8 years now. And like I've done everything you can imagine a solo player to do, and like. Got so bored with it, I made my own that like I could do by myself. So it's I like them. They're fun. I think it'd be more fun to like get someone to do it.
I Kangaskhan, Panguru, and no Giratina. Darn it.
Boo.
Nico.
All right, enjoy your night, Nico. Thanks for coming in.
Have a good
Have
one.
a good one. I know it's late.
Sure. Oh, what am I doing? I got a path. I like my path.
I never understood how that worked, honestly.
So
So,
yeah, well,
never done it.
It is very convenient, and this is the second time technically that I've started doing it. Like I started this probably 2 months ago. But basically, if you get a path that's really really nice, that's what people usually do for Zygarde
Yep.
and the tougher ones. If
Right,
you get a
right.
path that like makes it super easy, where you get a wide guard user or something like that, this one is just I like the mons that I can use. But basically, all you do is when you get to that pink screen, if you didn't get any shinies or you don't want to keep anything, you can actually just close it out, and it automatically takes you back to where you last saved. Well, that last save is basically in front of the woman, and she basically is telling you, you quit. Please don't do that. And that's whenever they start taking your Dynite ore. Like it goes up by 1 each time till it gets to 10, and then it just automatically takes 10 each time.
I gotcha.
Which
Like I knew there was some
is
repercussion
not
for
a
it.
bad thing. Yeah, and it's after the third time that you do it is when they start taking it. So I can't see how much Dynite ore I got anyway. It's fine. I got plenty. Shit anyway.
What if you run out of Dynite ore though?
Then it will not save the path, which is weird. So I don't know exactly what the thing is for that, but I should have plenty. I had 999 last time I checked before I started this, so should have plenty. Hopefully I can get it soon so I don't have to worry about it, but we shall see.
Well, I wish I knew that earlier. Like I would have just kept a lot of the paths I had. For certain things that I've been hunting circuitry for years. I was gonna use it on a draft league team. That was like 3 seasons ago. And I pivoted to Groudon. So I didn't actually finish it.
Yeah. But Groudon. That's actually my next hunt is Groudon.
No, it's a fun one. I already have it, so I can't help you. But
excuse me, I'm wrong. I was thinking about the wrong one. I ended up getting Groudon. I'm still gonna probably do it on. I didn't do it on stream, so I'm probably gonna do another one. It's actually why I'm doing this Giratina. I didn't do Giratina on stream, so I said I will do Giratina on stream so I can get it. But I got Groudon. I need to get Heat Train.
I gotcha. I would have loved to do the reset in Platinum for this, but I can actually stream this reset, so
yeah,
and not
makes
spend a
sense.
fortune trying to get a capture card for a DS.
It's only. I don't even want to say how much it is. That's something I've also been trying to do because I have a 3DS, but I have nobody to. If I knew somebody that actually did it, I probably would feel a little bit better about it instead of sending it off to somebody.
Right.
So I've thought about possibly just buying the parts and seeing if I can do it myself, but I don't know. Don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't want to try it either. So.
Well, because it's one of those things. If you do it wrong and you screw it up, like it's your own fault, number one. But then, it's gone. Like,
your system's jacked.
I would rather somebody else do it that is done it a couple of times. But I think I'll just stick with not streaming it, especially once ZA comes out. And from what is being told now, after ZA comes out, we'll have all the shiny huntable Pokemon available on the Switch. So,
yeah,
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, there's so many hunts to do in these, in like on the Switch and stuff, that like it's not even worth doing that stuff really, because you're gonna be able to hunt them eventually, but until then you have plenty of other things to do.
Right. And that's the thing, like, especially a lot of people were speculating, you know, with home updating, like what is the plan for that? Are they finally going to get rid of Pokemon Bank? Like what are they going to do? And I think once ZA comes out, they probably will say no more bank, um, because there's no need for it. Now, I say that I don't know if we'll be able to hunt Poipole and Naganadal in there. I would hope so, but funny thing is I've actually already gotten them, and same thing with Sevali. I don't know if we'll be able to hunt them, but I would assume that we would be able to.
Yeah, there's, let's see, it's not, I mean, it's honestly not that long. Okay, it's a while, but I was gonna say Alola remake shouldn't be that far off, but I guess they are, because we have to still do Black and White remakes and then X and Y, so we got a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm still, I know the reason why they didn't do Gen 5 remakes. I know. And I know is the fact that that would have been a massive undertaking to basically recreate all of those mons in one specific place, especially with that being the only gen that actually created a whole new set of Pokemon.
Yep.
That's the reason why I actually love Gen 5, was because they were super innovative with the mons that they created, because they had to come up with all new ones. A whole new 151, I believe it was.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them have counterparts, but like they were still relatively new.
Yes.
I just wish like with the second one they expanded on the decks and like made like 50 or 60 more Pokemon, and that was what the new part was in the second game. But
it was not. It was. And don't get me wrong. I played the first one and I played the second one. There really was not that big of a difference besides the ending.
Yep.
And that was really about it. So I was very depressed about that, but it was one of those things I was just like, well, I already bought it, so there's no point in me saying anything. Can't change it now.
I mean, it's very much like the Alola games. Like the second version is just, I feel like, a lot better. The story is more polished. Everything is just better because you have the experience of the first one. Like I think Black and White 2 is way better than Black and White 1, and it's more difficult and there's extra fun stuff in it. But like the story with Hugh is really good too, which is the rival for anyone who doesn't know.
Yes.
But he's much better than Charon and Bianca together.
Oh, like, come on.
Nah.
Charon was great.
I liked Charon. I hated how much you fight them both like 8 times. It's ridiculous. Like after every gym, both of them have to find you at different points and like battle you.
Mm-hmm. One at the beginning of your route, one at the end of your route.
Yeah, pretty much. Like this is annoying. I don't need to fight these guys that much.
The great thing is at least you got XP.
Yeah. And it was cool to see the starters too. I kind of like 2 rivals.
See them evolve. And, yeah, I think it makes it a little bit more. Yes, and I think it makes you kind of appreciate the growth of the characters and being able to see how they can be impacted. That's kind of why I like why Sword and Shield was so great, because not only did we have Hop, but we also had Leon that we were battling. Even though he was the champion, we wanted to basically be him.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. And I think they did well with like Veed and Marnie. Like they're rivals, but they're not really rivals. Did you fight them like twice?
Yeah.
But like they're still cool to see, like you get other people on the gym challenge that are going through the same thing and getting to see what they do with their teams, and I like that. But I thought you were gonna say you liked Hop's character development, and I was gonna be like, yes, finally someone gets it.
Well, I'm not gonna say I enjoyed it. Like, he did grow as a character. I just don't. I feel like there were some things that. Let me make sure I say this the right way. He is not. It is not the best character development I've seen, but it's not the worst.
No. Like, I like the fact that he actually changes his team up like completely.
I think that's really cool. Yeah,
like he's trying
like,
something.
Okay, he's basically, yeah, he's trying to bring something new to it instead of doing the same old and having the same old people and just saying, okay, I'm going to level these people up. No, I'm going to change it up, see if I can actually beat this person. I do wish that the AI was a little bit better and kind of knowing what your team is, kind of going off of that. But other than that, I still think it was good.
Yeah, I was thinking about. I thought about that too while you were talking. I'm like, it'd be cool to have like, oh, we know what your team was when you fought us last. We're gonna build around that with the available encounters that are out in the wild between here and there, and you're gonna get to see new Pokemon. And that's one of the things I like about Hop's team is he does like change his Pokemon based on where you are in the game, and you get to see a wide array of Pokemon. They get to see him switch off his Wooloo partner and, you know, go for some different things, and he comes back to it.
Yep.
I feel like he has the most character development within like his team compositions. Everybody else, they have more dialogue character development than he does in most places, but
Hop doesn't do a lot of talking. He's more about action.
Yeah. And like they could have made him like so much better if they really just emphasized the point when you leave Motostoke and after you beat the fairy gym, because he's upset. He's actively upset that he lost to Bede and he's not going to be as good as Leon. Like if they played on that a little bit more, he could have been a really good rival. They just didn't do it. I know it's there, and I like that lore in my head, which is why I like him. But it's not what actually happened, and I recognize that.
No. Yeah, there are some things that the Pokemon Company doesn't necessarily, and I'm not gonna say that they didn't think of it because they probably did. They probably thought that it wasn't gonna sell as much if they just said make him. Yeah, make him a little sappy.
Yeah,
I guess is the best way to say it.
I mean, one of the things they really could have done there is like kind of replace him for a little bit and like make Bede your rival at that section, and then like have Hop come back in after like Bede gets taken out of the challenge. And like he could be your rival for that, like those two routes up until you get to the 4th gym, just because he beat Hop and Hop is just so ashamed that he lost. He doesn't want to do he won't see you or talk to you or anything. That would have been cool.
That's true.
And I would love to see the same thing with Hal, because like his whole arc is he never beat his grandfather, and like you never know when he actually beat his grandfather. Like, did he ever beat Hal?
No.
Did Hal ever beat Hala, or like did he just like get, you know, Nepo babied into being able to go on with the island challenge or something?
Yeah, did they like? And that's the thing. Like in the anime it's a little bit different. I think that's the other thing. I sometimes wish it did follow like the full story of the anime.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they have to make it a little bit different, but it's just like I really want to see it actually transpire that same exact way that we see it, just to see how it goes. Because I know things can change and like how different it can be, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you're always going to have a variety of like team compositions and like what you choose to do instead of like what the protagonist would have chose to do. So there is that aspect. I mean, I like that the anime is its own telling, and it's not something that we can ever have because it's unique to that. Like, that's Ash's story, or that's whoever the new protagonist name story is, and then your story is this different thing that is in the same universe, and you can see the same aspects, but not quite exactly the same. I know. Like, I want them to like expand on a blue or like silver rival. Like, I want them to do that with the new game.
Yeah, well,
we've not had
really...
not really had like an edgy, mean rivals for a while. Like, I could definitely see it like having an older brother and like you are so angry that you keep losing to this person. Like, that would be such a cool story arc. Like, it could even be like your little brother in the story, and you could play off that dynamic that they're just so mad that they keep losing to you. And just to see that growth of, hey, I've actually, you know, become this ultimate boss at the end of the post game that you struggle through because it's so good. They really, Game Freak just needs to hire me, man.
If they did, I think that they wouldn't have to worry about people not buying anything because they would buy it more.
Yeah.
Like seriously, the creativity that you have in your brain is like top tier.
Well, thank you.
Like, I can't even imagine some of the things. Like, and I think that's why the Nuzlocke for you are like they're like candy. Like, it's something that just is good for you because you can kind of build however you feel like you want to build it. So
it's like, it's also like, it's a puzzle too, in a sense. And I always like, one of the reasons I really like Pokemon is anytime you play it, it's going to be a different game. Not because the story or anything's different. Like, you could play the base game, it'd be the same, but like, you're gonna have a different team. You're gonna have like even different stats on, if you got the same 6 Pokemon, they would have different stats. They would be different levels of usefulness. I mean, relatively the same, but you can craft so many different teams, and I like Nuzlocke because you are so limited, and limitations breed creativity.
Yeah, that is true.
If you ever like want to experience that, go look up Ocarina of Time, and like they make 10 songs with 5 notes. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, dude, it is nuts. Like, the pieces that are basically created just from those specific, just by the order and the timing of the notes. Like, it's absolutely phenomenal.
I think like my brain also works creatively because I like to jump into like theory crafting, and that was a lot of like what got me into making content in the first place. I just sit there and go, you know, what if this happened, or what if that happened? Like, you know, if you're taking a certain element and you're making it, you know, an actual historical like event that happened, what happens then? And you know, how do these things fit together? Because there are things in any universe that are going to fit together, even if they're not in the same, you know, game or episode or whatever. Yeah. It's fun to think about. And I enjoy it. I don't know. I like figuring out puzzles. And when I can see something as a puzzle, then I'm like, okay, I'm down. So I guess I've always been one of those like people that, you know, you give me something and you're like, I don't know if there's a solution to it, but there probably is. So good luck, and let me figure it out. I'll figure it out.
It's like perfect.
It's like building a chair. You know, you know it. You have all the pieces. You know it's gonna make a chair. You just gotta figure out how to get it there.
That's right. That's exactly right. Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Oh, by the way, I'm hunting Celebi on the side if I didn't say that earlier.
Oh, nice.
I'm looking down, I'm looking at my
I think I heard that part.
Yeah.
This is terrible. I don't know if I'm winning this one.
Giratina is definitely a pain.
Okay. Bird is nice. That's not though. Oh, there I go. Ooh, I think I got 2 more lives left.
No, it's funny that we're doing. I feel like a lot of people have been doing full odds events lately, and it's just funny to me because it's the one style of shiny hunting that I don't really care to do.
I know you enjoy BDSP.
Yeah, I totally do. It's great. It's my favorite. I don't really like it because it takes so long, and I don't like. I can have patience doing these hunts. I've done plenty of them, but I'd rather, you know, I like a gimmick, and
I completely understand.
And I think part of that start comes with like when I first started shiny hunt, I did soft resets for Mudkip and Oras, and I went triple odds. I didn't get it, and then I started doing. I did another hunt right after that, and I went triple odds, and I'm like, this is just terrible. So I have just a bad connection
got a bad
with
taste
full odds. Yeah, for full odds.
I completely understand.
Also, they just take forever.
But I think they do. And BDSP, again, one of the longest start screens.
Yeah.
Or load screens. We all know. But it's one of those things. It's kind of just like doing the hunt for Drifloon. Like, number one, really the only ghost type that I really wanted to catch besides the other ones that are in there. Because number one, it's an awesome shiny, and number two, it's like you can only hunt it on Fridays. So like, why not do that hunt?
It's like I know what I'm doing for Friday.
Especially with my SBQ, which I actually have to get back into. Right, everything Friday was already set. I knew exactly what I was going to do, when I was going to do it, how long I had to do it. So it was really nice whenever we were off that Friday. So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to stay up Thursday night. We're going to stream, and then when Friday hits, when 12 o'clock hits, okay, I'm hunting this for however long I want to hunt it. Which is kind of a cool concept, and it worked out maybe once or twice. Because I don't think I can do this. No guarantee. No, but I do. My honest opinion, I actually enjoy BDSP only because I love the chibi style art, the chibi art style. And it does take me back. It is basically a true remake of Diamond and Pearl. That is really all it is.
Yeah.
I do love the underground aspect where you can actually hunt in the underground, though. And I think that was a good piece that they added into it. I just think people were expecting more from it.
Yeah, we definitely were. I'm one of those. Like, I've been saying like this whole stream, like if I can't randomize this game and it gets me all the Pokemon up to Generation 8, I'm just gonna go play Platinum because I'd rather do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, to each person their own thing. I like having a copy on the Switch so I can play it and shiny hunt in it on stream and stuff. But I'd rather play Platinum.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that is the other thing I know people were expecting. Well, if they're going to do Breeding Diamond, Shining Pearl, why don't they have a Platinum? Which would have been great, I think. But I think that they knew that they were going to add in kind of hunting for Giratina and doing those things that they didn't feel like the story needed to be added in, I believe. But I know that a lot of people, like you, as you've already talked about, you enjoy the story aspect of it.
Yep.
So being able to go to the distortion world and and all that stuff, that's it. that's what you wanted.
Mm. It does well in that aspect. I mean, I think it was released at a bad time because I'm trying to think. We had a lot of Gen 4 stuff, like Legends Arceus, and then this. Although I think those were the other way around. Maybe not. Nope. Legends Arceus was released first. But like I got to this game and I'm like, man, it's the same encounters. It's just Sinnoh Pokemon, which are boring to me because it's Kanto. It's basically just Kanto Pokemon. Like, yeah. I like Kanto. It's my favorite region, but I want some diversity in my Pokemon.
Something, yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say that when you brought up Black and White. Like, I like that it brought 150 new Pokemon because most generations don't bring that many new Pokemon anymore. And we're just expected to have the older ones. Now, given there are plenty of generations to pull Pokemon from, but they just, they choose the same ones for the most part. And I think Sinnoh does that really, really bad with Kanto Pokemon. I remember my first playthrough this game was I did a Nuzlocke. I did a type lock. And I got so many Kanto Pokemon that I actually made a rule that I wasn't allowed to catch any Pokemon from Kanto.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just got fed up with it. I had Geodude, I had Alakazam, I had Machop, I had Ponyta. I'm like, no, we're that rules. Yeah, we're banning that.
Something new. Can't do that again.
No, I was glad I had an Alakazam when I got to the Elite Four, but that's about it.
Oh, absolutely, because it's probably knowing Alakazam would probably carry, but
it did. Yeah, I had to. I think I lost that run on Lucian, and I only lost on Lucian because when I got to Lucian, I had a Giraffe Rig and I had an Alakazam. That was it.
Oh wow!
And we were not having a good time. No. And I like that about games. I like the new Pokemon. Like, I want at least like 125 new Pokemon in a game, just so there's some variety. Yeah, and I want them to be able to be found, not like hidden or like one of them. Like, it's okay to have like a legendary or a couple mythicals or something like that, but for the most part, I want the majority of those Pokemon to be like encounters. It's one of my rules to play a new game is always, I try to use new Pokemon.
And I know that a majority of the time it's that they don't. Again, Gen 5 is the absolute exception to any rule because they had that creativity, but then they realized that 150 brand new Pokemon is a lot, and especially if people want to follow a specific story, you got to be able to add in or have those original Pokemon that were in the previous generations, which they did add in as we talked about with at the end of the game where you can actually move them in and do all that stuff. But just having a game all its own of new Pokemon is very, very difficult when you have the clientele you have. I guess is the best way to say it.
Yeah. But I also like them picking different things too. Like, there's been like, how many Gen 5 Pokemon have made it out of Gen 5? Like, realistically, until Scarlet by DLC, like 3.
Not very many. Yeah.
And those are like the VGC ones, like a Moongus. Wow.
Yep. That's really about it.
You're gonna go for an Arceus shiny of 972 resets. Awesome. Good luck.
Nice. I still haven't gotten Dialga, so I have not been able to hunt it yet. So I have to get this Dialga before I can actually hunt Arceus.
Yeah, I'd go back and hunt Palkia and Dialga that way, but I have to replay the game, and yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, not gonna do that.
Nope. not inclined to go back and do that, so I'm good.
You love your time. You love your time more than that. So I completely understand.
Yeah. Good luck. I appreciate that.
Good moves.
I honestly could care less if I get Giratina. I want the Celebi.
Yeah, if you get the Celebi, that is going to be legit.
I've been hunting this way longer, so I want it.
How many encounters, or do you know how many encounters you have?
I just got 2,600.
That ain't bad.
I have a tally app on my phone that I'm tapping to keep track of it.
That is exactly what I did for Poipole and what was I gonna say? Poipole and
Techno. Naganadel.
Yes. Naganadel and Typenol and Savali. Yes. My brain stopped. So, but again, I also didn't stream that. I just did that on my own.
Right.
And those were the fastest hunts I've ever had.
That's nice.
Doing vlogs like that. Let me see if I can remember. And I think that's where all of my shiny luck went. So the first one. No, put both of them on. Okay. Well, and I say that. My first Poipole did take me a long time. That one actually took me 2,900 encounters.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
So, and then I hunted Typenol, and I got that in 16.
Okay. Dang.
Yeah, that was one of those. I was looking at it, and I was like,
nah.
That can't be. And I was like, I'm gonna catch this. I'm gonna look at the stats, and it was shiny. I was like, wow, that was quick. So, but then I replayed it because I only had what do I have? Ultraman. So I rehunted it, or I replayed it, and I got Poipole again. So that's my Naganadel. I got that one in 151 encounters.
Jeez.
And I hunted Typenol again and got that in 375 encounters.
Dang. That is some really good luck. I mean, if I had that kind of luck, I'd be full out shunting more.
Well, and that's the thing. It's just like, wow. It like you could see that, but then I ended up going 8,908 encounters for Regidrago.
Jeez. Yeah, I went like 12,000 for Regice, so I get that. I don't have good luck with full odds.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Shoot, I ended up getting Darkrai and 934 encounters.
Yep. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah.
So, like, it's just nuts. Like how it can be so different. But that's what odds are. Like, you never truly know when you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
It's just the fact of when you get it, you'll know.
Yeah, I would have definitely kept doing. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna say, and that's why I do get frustrated whenever like these hunts go a long time. But I'm like,
sure, yeah.
It's just one of those hunts that's gonna take a while, and it'll be fine. I am still pissed about this Giratina though. He's just being a pain in the butt.
Yes. Yes. I would have continued my. I was doing a shield shiny playthrough, and I was getting a shiny on every route. And I think my lowest encounter was I fished for an encounter in Moto Stoke, and I got a Choodle in like 112 or something like that. But the rest of my hunts went like 3 times odds. Like every single one went 3 times odds. It was ridiculous. And I got all the way to the mine, and I'm like, yeah. I put like 300 hours in this game, and I haven't even fought the first gym. I'm done.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why I decided that I was going to skip the grief case in BDSP for my SPQ, because I was like, I'm not stressing myself out over that, because I know that, you know, it's probably going to take me forever. Now, I did that, and it still took me, I think, 6,573 encounters to get my first shiny. So that was, I don't know how many streams, but
it was much
it's one of
quicker
those things.
than the case.
Right. And that's the thing. I'm just like, I didn't have to reset. So it did take a lot less time. And I think that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to do that, because I didn't have to reset the game to be able to get that shiny.
Yep.
So, but then I was really happy because my next one just took me 652 encounters. So I was like, okay, keep doing this.
I think it would be better. Like I was doing with the sword playthrough, I was doing literally every route getting a shiny, not like a badge quest or anything. It would have been a lot better if I had done a shiny badge quest where I'm only getting 8 Pokemon and then I don't have to worry about the other stuff. But I was doing every single route in the game, and I'm like, I wasn't going to do the wild area, but I was going to do every route in the game. And there's
okay. Well,
15.
That's what I was going to say. If you were adding in the wild area, that's a lot of shinies.
Yeah. And they were all full odds because it was a new copy of the game. So
yeah. Oh, jeez, that is right. Ugh. I would have just transferred all the mods in. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but you can't get the shiny charms and you get the Chichester.
That's true.
You're basically done with the game.
That is also true. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I did that. I did a.
Either way, it's gonna be a long time.
Yep. I did a shiny badge quest in the only completed one I've ever done is in Let's Go, because of Let's Go, and you can manipulate the odds with lures and chains and stuff, which wasn't that bad. But I did get the shiny charm. I had my friend. We sat there for probably 2 or 3 hours just trading every Pokemon over so I could get the shiny charm when I made it to Celadon. Like, I'm not doing this odds anymore. I think that would be something like if they could do that at the beginning, like, hey, you want to do a shiny playthrough? Oh, we'll give you, a shiny charm so your odds are a little bit better. I might do it more, but
that would be awesome.
When I'm like, see, good idea. There you go.
That because that's not Pokemon's. They hate that we shiny hunt, even though that it's there. Yeah. Like, and that I understand the idea, because they don't want you just to sit there and just stay on the same screen. They want you to be able to search for all these different Pokemon, find the different items and all this stuff. And I completely agree. But I also want to play the game the way that I want to play.
Yep.
Like, yep. You shouldn't want to limit people's creativity when it comes to how they play the game.
Right. And I think they do that too much. Like, one of the things I really liked about Black and White was the challenge mode. Although you had to beat the game first to unlock it, but like the fact that there was a challenge mode, like, that was good, because you're appealing to an audience that, these games are too easy for if you just play them. Like, we're old now.
Now they are. Ugh. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say.
Yeah, they're kind of easy. They are. They're kind of easy.
Yeah, yes, that was what I was gonna say. Right now, and it just seems like, I know that they just want to be able to get games out so that kids can play it, but are they really appealing to the kids, their generation, or is it the older generation that they should be appealing to? Like, it's a hard thing, because I want my kids to be able to get involved with this and be able to play Pokemon, but then again, I also want to make sure that, like, with the gameplay and the battle modes, or the battling in ZA, I'm actually super excited about that because it's not just okay, I'm facing this Pokemon and I'm just gonna attack it head on. It's okay, I'm gonna move. They're gonna do an attack where they might miss me, but now I gotta make sure that I'm aiming in the right place so that I can actually attack them.
Yeah.
So
It's like poking.
I like the concept and yes, I actually like the idea. So I think this is gonna be something different that they're adding in.
Right. I think the way they can make that, like, we obviously didn't see like any really competitive scene with like Arceus, and think they know that's unpopular and important. So I think they're gonna try to keep that, and maybe that's what the other game is for. But if they weren't gonna do like the Pokemon Champions game, they could do you could have like a toggle button that would turn off that battle style, and you could just play with, you know, the standard like pick a move kind of thing. They can still be mapped to the same buttons, but you'd be stationary.
Yeah, they definitely could do that. And I would think that they would have that in as a thing instead of it doing the same thing every single time. But I don't know.
There's no way.
We haven't gotten the game yet.
If it does work the way like that, I definitely want to do a damageless run of the game. Like no damage.
Ooh, that would be really nice.
Like you just roll out of the way, dodge. Like
that would be pretty cool.
So nobody steal that idea. It's mine.
Don't worry, I'm not. I won't do it. I'm not.
It's my challenge run idea for the game. When you want to talk about creative, I have to figure out how to make games that I'm playing now difficult, which is fun sometimes.
Even with Fire Emblem?
Well, I mean, I did do a Fire Emblem Wedlock.
That is true. You did do that.
It was I lost because I lost Violet's pair, but
yep.
Yeah. And I never went back because they're like, I'm like, hey, can I kill somebody else off because I want to keep playing? And they're like, nope, he's dead. You're done. Thanks. No, I've done a bunch of crazy stuff, and I have so many other plans that I'm just like, am I really gonna submit myself to this kind of torture? But yeah, I guess so. I mean, I beat Jedi Survivor.
Love the entertainment.
I beat Jedi Survivor on the hardest difficulty without dying, so I think I can do anything.
That I'm not gonna lie, I was super invested in that.
It was fun.
Super invested in that part because, like, just seeing you get that frustrated.
Yeah, that's the point. I'm good at content when I'm frustrated.
Yeah. I was like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen next time he plays this? I don't know. Let's find out.
Well, the first one was easier because you could practice. That one you had to like actually play the game. If you're lost, like, well, too bad. Start over. Oh, and I definitely have come a long way from when I played it the first time. I just did a let's play of it, and I died 500 times. On the same difficulty, and so like going back through it and actually having like it was a couple, I think I was like 15 16 resets I did, something like that. Like to do it in that many attempts and not die was crazy, but I also was a lot better at the game, and I avoided the obvious death zones, which were bosses that are unfair.
Yeah, I'm not gonna win this one. I already know.
Yeah. I got a couple more plans. So
when you, oh, there you go.
I'm trying to figure out more.
Nothing.
I'm always looking.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons I started doing content. Is like I really wanted to like share my favorite games that I had growing up with people. And one of the ways you could do that was like through content. So I was playing a lot of like old games. Like I played the GameCube games like crazy growing up. and
Yeah.
just wanted to play through all of those again. And I've done them all basically by now. I was saying that earlier. I'm like, I've done them all basically by now. So it's like finding some of the newer stuff that I've done or ones that I haven't touched in a while to go back and like try to find a challenge in. Really want to find something with Sonic Adventure without glitches, but that does not sound fun. So we'll see.
I am. That is something else that I'm gonna. Number one, I'm trying to find more time to be able to do more. Not just shiny hunting. Even though shiny hunting is wonderful, and I do enjoy it. But doing more challenge runs, doing more Nuzlocks, to bring a different light to the channel. But I also have to work on creating some overlays to kind of help me with that. So I'm gonna try to work on that and see what I can do. But I don't know. I've been talking to some other friends of mine that have been doing some challenge runs, but they're also about to graduate from college, so it's like maybe now's not the time. But to do more soul links and things. So
yeah, I mean, I've always like, it's one of the things like I've always wanted to really get, and part of the reason like I invest in other creators is like, hey, maybe we can do something together one of these days.
Yeah.
And maybe it's like a Nuzlocke or something. But I mean, a lot of the people that I typically have worked with, which are most of my mods, and it's because they've just been around for a long time, they don't do the competitive stuff with me. So I'm like, I really need people to do competitive stuff with. But it's hard, like, it's hard where I'm at, like, to find somebody who's played enough Pokemon to, like, generally know how to do some of these other things. And, you know, I don't want to just jump in and be like, oh, we're doing a versus, and, like, I know how to speedrun the game and you don't. Like, that's not fair. So, like...
No, because that would be where I would be. Like, I'd be standing back there, you'd be halfway through the game, and I'd still be on the, you know, the first match.
Yep. I mean, I did one with one of my friends. We did a randomizer of Ruby and Sapphire, and he was at like the third gym, and he was at like the second gym, and I was beating Norman. And he was like, this is not, like, I got a Suicune on my team, and I just kind of was steamrolling with the Suicune. So it made sense, but he was trying to like build a full team of 6, and I was just like using 2 Pokemon, so I was going a lot faster than he was. I'm like, obviously you've not done like any sort of like speed run, you know, versus race kind of ideas, or like you haven't seen them, because you don't build a team of 6, you build a team of like 2 and pray you don't get killed.
You can kind of, yep.
2 and some sacks, and that's about it.
That's it. A couple sack mons just to make sure that if something does go awry, I can just rotate this one in and be fine.
Yep.
Jeez. Blows so bad. Trying to hurry this one up because it's already bad. And you just lowered our defense, so that's even better. Or lowered our attack. So. Come on, just go ahead and take us out, please. And you put it to sleep. That's great.
Well, you made it all the way there.
I have nothing to hit it with. Is the problem?
Yeah, Graplock's moveset is.
I've used all my muddy waters. It's terrible. But I didn't want Knocked Out to get it because I wanted Knocked Out to use its hypnosis. Thing is, Knocked Out wasn't even going to take it. It's the only thing
I always hate that about NPCs. So annoying.
You're like, I think it's gonna take it, and then it doesn't take it, and I'm just like, well, now I'm stuck with this stupid mon.
Yeah, usually when I remember when I was doing circuitry, it's like I just gotta get something that I can use or leverage in such a way that it lets you win, like lets anyone else win with regardless of what they have, and then just play from there.
Right.
I'd find something with screech or metal sound. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna spam that. You guys are gonna attack, and it doesn't matter if you're super effective or not. We're gonna win. So
exactly right.
Or I'm like, oh, this Pokemon has a really good matchup against whatever we're doing, or it has like Earthquake or something. Like, yep, picking that. You guys just support me, however you can.
And they end up with Mons that die in one hit from it.
Yeah, but you know, as long as I can kill it before it kills us 4 times, you know, I'm good.
Sure.
Oh, I gotta see if it's pink or not. Dang it.
Okay. Oh no! Oh, that hurt. Scratch my leg and then hit my hand. Ooh.
Yeah, if you want any help, like getting started with like Nuzlocke and stuff, you know, you can always hit me up. I'd be glad to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Share whatever I can.
You can definitely help me out a lot, and I think that we can definitely have some conversations. I don't know which is the best way to go. About what we can do, because I think that even if we, you know, do something small for the first one, you know, it might be really nice just to truly get started and see kind of how it can play out and things like that. So
hey, the one Nuzlocke that I've been wanting to do is I've been wanting to do a cage lock for the longest time.
Ooh.
And I haven't done one. Ooh, how long has it been? Who was the last one I did a cage lock with? I think it was Jimmy, and we did did a black and white cage lock, and it's been a while. But as I said, like, I've played a lot more. I'm constantly doing a Nuzlocke of a Pokemon game. Like, I've been doing that for like 8 years, and like, he's not somebody who's played it all the time. So am I better? Maybe. Am I, you know, do I have more experience? Definitely.
Yeah, that's the one thing I know. Playing Gen 5, I enjoyed that. I still have not done a Nuzlocke of it yet because I have the cartridges and everything. I just have not. I don't have any other place to play it besides that at the moment. So that's something I would have to work on to be able to do that.
I definitely would not start with those games because they are probably the hardest Nuzlocke games out there in the main series games.
Yeah,
because I think it's just the crit rate is higher, is more probable in those games, and it's 1.5 times, not one. No, it's 2 times crit damage, not 1.5 times.
Yeah.
Like I've never beaten a Nuzlocke. I've never beaten a randomized Nuzlocke of Black and White or Black and White 2, just because you get crit like every other turn. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah. That's the other thing about like the games and stuff is like you gotta choose ones that you or your opponents know. I'll plug up my DS because like I've played the game so much that I know the mechanics like of the game, and I know the different nuances and stuff that happen with each one. So it's a little unfair. Like I know the crit rate's higher in Black and White 2, and it's 2 times damage instead of 1.5. Or like X items in Red, Blue, and Yellow actually lower stats instead of increase them. So like you learn these things as you play the games and stuff.
And the more you play it, the more that you do with it, you find
Yep.
Get all that information you're able to use it to your advantage.
Yep. And like I got hidden items in every game pretty much memorized at this point because I've played them enough.
Yeah, that is the one thing I would suck at. There are probably hidden items that I'm gonna miss every single time. So.
And I mean, it's like general Pokemon knowledge. I've played, and like competitive helps with that because I can walk in and go, well, this Pokemon's physical attack stat's higher than this. special, so I want to make it a physical attacker. And most people generally know that, but you don't think about the defensive stats. So I can go, oh, this is a more specially bulky Pokemon. I'm gonna hit it with physically, or you know. I remember specifically doing the best team for Diamond and Pearl and Platinum because you take Infernape and you give it a physical and a special fire type move, specifically for the fight versus what Rorkstad, whatever his name, Byron, because his Steelix has 200 base special defense, it has 200 base defense, so you have to hit it with a flamethrower to kill it. You hit it with a Flare Blitz or something, it won't die. Yep, and you just learn stupid stuff.
I don't. Yep, because I was, but I would have never thought. But it's one of those things, like if you understand the people that you are playing, a lot of times it does follow along with that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you know that you're fighting somebody that's going to be a fighting type person, those are probably going to be more defensive, or excuse me, they're going to be more physically defensive than specially defensive.
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. I mean, types tend to have trends, but there are always exceptions. But yeah, that's right. I mean, fighting types usually are more physically. Same with like rocket steel types, they're more physically most of the time. It's pretty correlated to like what the typing is it? It's like if it's more of a, like, if you think about the physical special split, if it's more physical, that's probably better physically. Both it's offense and defense, but doesn't necessarily mean that's the case.
That is absolutely right. Ooh, gasoline shit.
It's also how, like, but I mean, I learned that more through Draft League and competitive than I learned through playing games, and that's helped out a lot.
And that's something else. Speaking of draft league, I was in your chat, and I know somebody had brought that up. I said, "Ooh, draft league. That would actually be a pretty interesting thing to do, even if we did it, you know, with Team Yell."
Well,
I don't know how many people would be interested in that, though.
We've talked about doing that. That was one of the things that got me into the event coordinator stuff, is I'm like, well, because the previous people were shiny hunting people, and I'm like, well, I mean, like, we could do like a tournament or something. And I've run those in the past. Like, I was the commissioner for a draft league for 7 seasons. I stopped doing it because it's a lot of work, but
yeah, I can imagine.
But like, even like getting a tournament together, it's like here's a set of Pokemon, like, let's draft 6 Pokemon, and then you build your team and you go from there. But you also have to like consider skill levels too, because we have a pretty good size of competitive VGC players in the team. And then you have people like me who done draft leagues. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, I used to run a metronome league, and you could only click metronome, and you only had the Pokemon that could learn metronome naturally. So it's like, who do you want to pick? Like, you pick the ones with the better stats, you pick the ones that are faster, like, pick the defensive ones. Like, what are you doing? That's your strategy. It's pretty fun.
Sounds like it'd be actually pretty interesting idea. Never even thought about doing that.
Yeah, I know that there's some people who are like, if you're like me, you'd be like, well, it's all luck based, so it doesn't really matter. There's no skill involved, so I'm out. But it can be fun.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We have talked some sort of competitive stuff, and I'm not exactly sure what that would be. There was a Discord server I was a part of a while ago that was they had like their own Pokemon gym like system. And so they got 8 + 4, which would be 12. They got 12 people together, and you each specialized in a type, and you know, you build a team in, at that time it was Sword and Shield. So you build a team in Sword and Shield of that type, and you could choose if you wanted to be doubles or singles, and you had to collect all the gym badges before you could fight the Elite Four, and then whoever became the champion was the champion. And so, I mean, we could even do something like that. But you would have to put like time restrictions, I guess, on people, because that's the one thing. Or like have like a, I don't know. Go ahead, I'm incoherent.
Making sure that people are, and especially, and I guess that would be different than the shiny hunting challenge that, or the Lord, I can't even talk. It's different from what we did with shiny hunting, because shiny hunting can take forever. But if it's just like one battle, it shouldn't take that long.
No, I mean, they're like, what the battle timer in game is like 20 minutes or something. So
yeah,
I mean, you could even do it on Showdown and make it faster. You don't have all that syncing up and stuff, and you can build the team a lot easier than having to spend time. So it's a cool idea. I mean, it's just, you would have to be wary about how you do it, because it's like, who first to be the champion gets it, but I don't know if that really could be a thing. Maybe you'd have to do like the champion for like, you could do it like in seasons, so like everybody can be a part of the challenge and can try to get there, and you can keep fighting trainers as many times as you want, but the champion for the next season is the person who beats the champion the least amount of battles. Like, you know, you're gonna have to battle at least 14 times, 15 times, one for each gym leader, the 4 Elite Four, and then the champion. So if you win every battle, 15's the minimum amount of battles you can get. And that doesn't even need to be like a thing that happens like an event for a month like this is. It could be something that's just ongoing for like a year, and we reset at the beginning of the year or something like that.
Not a bad idea. Oh my God, indeed, it is synchronized.
It does require people to be available to battle and stuff, and that might be a little tough, but yeah, if you give them like a year to get there, that's fine.
Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. It was done.
Oh, gosh. This one looks like it's even worse. Already on our last life. Good.
I'd love to do a draft league with the team, and you know, maybe the idea would be like get a couple, see how many VGC people are interested in like coaching somebody through like making decisions and stuff. But again, that requires you to get together and plan and build a team, and then have time to battle each other, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff in that. One of the things we've been talking about with like the shiny races that we've done, it's like there's a lot of downtime, and they take a couple months because we're trying to get people to actually race each other, and it's tough when everyone's so busy and there's different schedules.
I got it. Take it to the table.
It'll be on my table.
Hold it with both hands. Take it to the table. Okay. Sorry. Daughter wanted an orange.
It is a lot easier to do. Go ahead.
There are so many things I want to be able to do, but I know I don't have the time that I need to be able to do it. Because I'm trying to make sure that my family's getting a lot more of my time.
Right.
Why didn't nobody take it?
There it goes.
Cedra, why didn't you take it?
So my laptop was almost dead. It just wasn't charging.
don't know.
So I can't watch a stream if it goes out.
That sucks. No, it's actually probably a good thing for you.
I fixed it though. It's good now.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh man! I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, I was like, I've been trying to think about events and stuff for the team, and I'm like, it's just so much easier to do. Like, hey, we're gonna do a day. We're gonna do this thing, and that's gonna be it, and then it's done. You don't have to worry about it over the period of time. But whoever can come can come.
Yeah,
but,
one day things are probably better.
Yeah.
For a lot of people.
Like, doesn't mean we can't do like a shiny race and like Scarlet and Violet, and like first you get a shiny, you know, that's the rule. And
oh, absolutely.
You do a sandwich and you get done, and like, okay, well, you won. You face the next person who's out, who's done, and then who's ever left at the end, you know, is the champion. Like that can be done in a day.
Oh, absolutely. Because if you can't find a shiny in Scarlet and Violet, which I'm going to say this, I've been doing Masuda method and haven't found one yet, so I can't really say that. But if you can't find a shiny in Scarlet and Violet, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, I'm talking like level 3 sandwich, like, in an outbreak.
You have to find something. Yes.
Yeah, make it quick and you know. Go from there. Or like give them a stipulation, like we get one sandwich, find as many shinies as you can. Go for it. Do you beat your opponent? Yes, no. Alright, moving on.
Yeah, I think that is very feasible in Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, and you get that done in a day for sure.
Yeah, there are some people that don't have Scarlet and Violet, which is still and so it's just like they just wouldn't be able to participate in that specific one. So
I'm not saying we're doing that. I threw it out there as an example because it's easy.
Oh, I know. No. I know. What's up, Corlax? Hopefully you are doing well. No, I know. I was just going along with the flow.
Yeah.
Because again, you know, with the different Pokemon games, I wish there was something that we could really do with Arceus. But I like, even with the Alpha hunts, those are a pain in the butt too, because having to go back out and go back in and all that stuff. Like, I enjoy doing those, and now I got one more Alpha hunt to do this year because I finally got my Alpha Snorlax.
Oh, nice.
We got that in 234 encounters.
Nice.
So that was one of the alpha hunts that I had on my bingo card, and I've only gotten one shiny off of my bingo card done. These are two of the other ones.
I only have one done too. Yep, I only have one done too. It's Farfetch.
Oh yeah, that is right. So
I think
it's an interesting year.
Also, I'm not trying things. I have no
that's what I was about to say. You don't necessarily shiny hunt that often. Most of my streams are shiny hunting. Actually, excuse me, all of my streams have been shiny hunting.
Yeah. I feel like I already got two.
So.
Nope, it's literally just the Farfetch. That's all I got. That's it. Yep.
What's that one? Ooh, Munchlax. Gotta go for the Munchlax, right?
Well, I was thinking about doing a shiny badge quest in Crystal, and I was gonna change some of them around, but I left them as Let's Go because like I want to finish my Let's Go shiny decks because I'm like 8 away from having a completed Let's Go
really?
shiny decks. Yeah, I think it's what? Slowpoke, Slowbro, Exeggutor. No, I have Exeggutor now. Aerodactyl. Farfetch was one, so that's off. And then maybe one more somewhere that I can't think of right now. But there's only a handful left.
I can't even say that.
Actually, I could tell you.
I don't know the last shiny. No, I can tell you the last shiny I got in Let's Go. The last shiny I got in Let's Go was Farfetch'd.
That's mine too.
But I before that I couldn't even tell you. Couldn't even tell you what bonds I got from Let's Go. I don't do a lot of Let's Go, even though I have both games.
Right. Yeah, I do too. I've almost completed them. I did them for a long time, and I only need Aerodactyl, Scolding and Seeking, Dodrio, Slowpoke, Slowbro, and Venonat. That's it. And I'm done. And I think all of them are on my bingo card.
Legit. That makes it nice because if you get them, there you go.
Yep.
Speaking of, I'm listening to other people talk as well. Did you end up going and pre-ordering your Switch 2?
I have not. I don't really do pre-orders. I just kind of get them, but we'll see. Like I'm planning a trip out of the country after it comes out.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
So I'm like, if the prices are terrible, then I'm just gonna wait and I'll be out in sometime in the summer fall. So I'll just buy it when I'm out of the country.
There you go, and then you don't have to worry about it, and it'll probably be cheaper than.
Yep.
A lot cheaper.
Yeah. I don't want to wait too long because I don't want to not have it for that long of a period of time, but I also, am willing to wait if it's going to be stupid expensive. And there's nothing really I want on a release date. So I'm fine to wait. As long as I have it before the fall when Legends comes out, I'm good.
Oh, and that's the thing, with Legends, I don't think that I'm going to get it on the Switch 2 anyway.
Oh.
Until I get it, because I am not pre-ordering it either. But it's one of those things I will still be able to transfer it to that system and be able to play it anyway whenever I get it. So I'm going to originally get it because I already have the Nintendo Online and all that stuff, so I'd be able to get the upgrades and stuff like that they were talking about.
Yep.
So it would just transfer over anyway. So if I don't get it, which I know that they're gonna, even though they just had the pre-orders today, I know there's going to be probably another wave before June 5th actually gets here.
Right.
Now, is it going to be as crazy as it was last night? I don't know.
Yeah,
I was up during the entire thing because I just want to see what would happen. And it was a crapshoot. Number one, Walmart or Target didn't even work. The whole site was shut down.
Wow.
Walmart worked perfectly fine, shocking. And then Best Buy actually waited an extra 30 minutes.
Dang.
Before they actually did anything. So it was interesting. So
it probably felt like Black Friday.
very, very much so. And I don't even know what happened at GameStop this morning. I can imagine it was probably nuts as well. That was one thing I said I was not going to do, was go out and deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't like pre-ordering it. Like, I want to have it. If I'm gonna buy it, I want to have it. I don't want to have to wait.
Which makes sense.
So at that point, like, I can't trick my mind into being like, I'll get it eventually. It's like, no, you're just spending money now and you're getting nothing. I mean, given it a couple months, you get a free Switch too, but
technically free.
Technically free.
Ooh, not Life Orb. Muscle Band's not gonna leave me any good either. I'm just gonna switch to
Oh yeah, we had a discussion because I said I was gonna go, and then I was like, it's actually cheaper if you just fly to Japan and buy one.
Yes, that, because I was like, oh, that would be nice if I could go out of the country and get one. But yeah. I want the new Pokemon card set so bad, but I have to give a before even trying. Oh, why? Something I haven't. So just have you done anything with TCG at all?
Not
TCG Pocket.
No.
TCG Pocket.
No, not like I collected TCG cards when I was a kid, but I haven't done anything with it for many years at this point.
Yeah. Well, I started doing it and I haven't touched it for the past like week. So I don't know if I'm just over it or what, but I also haven't even like I've done a lot with sleep as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't even done Pokemon Sleep at all either. I don't know if I'm just over all that stuff or what, but no. It is a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I get it.
To have to keep track of.
A lot of dailies. It just becomes a burden at points. Yeah, I get it.
And I think that's partly of what it is. It's just like I feel like I have to do it.
Yep.
And then it just takes up more time that I could be doing something else. You keep getting ready to tie in Pokemon Sleep instead. Sorry.
It's like one of the things that like I don't like. I've played like every Animal Crossing, but like I get tired of it after a while and I want to break. But then like you get punished for not playing every day. So you come back and like you have weeds to clean up, and they're yelling at you, and your villagers have left, and it's like, dude, I don't want to do this.
Scrolling around your house.
Yep. It's like I might as well reset because you're all mad. Like I don't want to redo all this.
Yeah.
It's like I get it.
Oh yeah, I forgot the draft is tonight. I have been disconnected. I have been disconnected because of my own things. I've actually been playing a lot of Power World. I created my own island. Started playing, so I've been attached to it. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't blame you.
Well, could have been a sick. I love opening the app to Snorlax in my house. That is pretty cool.
Nice.
Snorlax, especially since you do like Snorlax. That kind of shocks me because your name is Corlax. So.
Oh, I get it now. I see it. Yeah,
it's there.
I mean, you asked about Sleep, and I was like, I played Sleep like for like a couple weeks, and then we had a conversation about it on a stream, and somebody they didn't say it was stupid, but they basically said it was stupid, and I went, yeah, you're right, and then I stopped playing.
That's hilarious.
It's like you're just doing dailies, and it's not worth it. And I'm like, and it's not accurate, and I'm like, yeah, it's not. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. Well,
It's also
and,
not
and that's the
safe.
thing. Like, I definitely cheese it a lot because
Yep.
I don't go to sleep at the same time that I'm supposed to every single night. But I'm still gonna set it and say that I did.
Yep.
So I completely understand that aspect, and it's really cool. I love. Oh, thank you so much for the shiny luck. Hopefully that also translates to chaos. I can feel it, shiny. Oh, you can feel it, chaos. I think he's talking about you. I think he's talking about you.
I hope so.
Um, but like I love the Pogo Plus Plus. The fact that it's the Pokeball Plus Plus. Excuse
Oh
me.
yeah,
Make
yeah,
sure
yeah.
I said Pokemon. Like it's actually really cool. Josh, what's going on? You're happy? Why are you happy, Josh? Because it can also be transferred to your. Excuse me. It can also be used on Pogo, which is
Yep.
really nice. It automatically does the spinning of the Pokemon stops. It catches Pokemon for you. Like it's really cool. Yes, I do remember you got cheated on, Josh. What happened?
Ew. They got hit by a car.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my guess. That's a really bad guess, but I'm gonna just say that.
Hey, you got a new girlfriend. Hopefully they're not friends.
It'd be funny if they were. Been there, done
Yeah.
that. Been there, done that.
Exactly.
It's not a good move.
Look, when I tell you it's been fun. She treats me very. I'm so glad that she treats you well, Josh. That is
Good.
exactly what you want to look for.
Good.
Nice.
Tell me. I probably got about 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna get off of here. I don't know if you're gonna keep going, but you can feel free, and I'll just turn everybody over to you. If you're gonna keep going.
I'm probably gonna keep going because I don't know when I want to stop, but guillotine's about to piss me off though. But I think I might stay on for a little bit. Oh, and also I got a new Doritos flavor. Want to know what it is? What flavor Doritos did you get? I'm still waiting to hear about my ex and the craziest Florida woman is header known to. Oh, jeez, you're manifesting that. That would be really bad. Went to my local Dollar General and picked up the new Doritos flavor loaded. Oh yeah, the loaded nacho ones. I forgot about those. Got 2 bags for $7.
Pretty good. Like, are you talking like? I'm assuming you're talking like family size bags and not like the little, like snack size ones.
Yeah,
the snack size ones for $7.
I believe it is.
Okay, I'd hope so, because you're getting robbed otherwise.
Oh, absolutely. Why wouldn't Dollar General rob you though? You know?
I guess it's payback for everybody who's robbed them.
That's exactly right. Yeah, okay, the party size bag is good.
Good. Yeah, I mean, I go out there and I see like soda bottles for like, well, you can, if you go to like a pizza place, they sell them for like $3. I'm like, I'm getting robbed, dude. Like I can go to like a local like, gas station and get like a 40 ounce for like $2. Like, screw your.
Exactly. It's like, well, I'll just go buy my own. Why not? Why would I just bring it in here? Why not?
Yep.
There's only 2 left on the shelf, so they nice. Family size bags are the ones without air. Party bag is 50% air. That is very true. Very true. Did that put me? Because that is the one thing that makes me so mad when you get the party bags and then it's only half full.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, well, I should just got a regular bag of chips.
Probably more cost effective at that point.
Absolutely. Well, I could only find the part that says Mexican. Well, I'm hoping that they're delicious. I've seen them, but I have not actually tried them. So I do love Doritos. I actually haven't had true Doritos brand chips in a while. I usually just get the McDonald's cheese. Got cheap on the brain. I usually just get the Great Value chips, which is very similar, just not as crisp to my liking, but basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Not shiny. I don't think that's shiny, is it?
No.
Nope, not shiny.
Doesn't look like it. I'm looking at the Giratina until you know. I'm like, that one's pretty obvious. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least I hope so, or else I might have skipped it by now.
Ooh, Arco's old. Nice. I'm not gonna catch it. It'd been nice if we got some type of shiny, but that route was not good. So we're gonna check another one. Would you like to? Yes, I want to keep the record of Giratina. Why would I not? I hate the fact that it asked me that at the end of each one of them. It's like I didn't get it shiny, so why wouldn't I want to keep it? I'm not eating them yet. I'm saving it. Oh, you're saving to share with your girlfriend. Nice. Catch it for the love of it. That is true. Good for you. You can only fight Volo with Pokemon you catch. Oh, I did not know that. I'm probably not gonna fight him. I'm not gonna lie. For PCG, I'm just there to catch mons, and see what shinies I get. It's not even like to battle. Like I think I've gotten 4 shinies so far, and that's really the main reason why I'm even doing it. I don't know which one to pick. We'll go with the test. It's got
the same thing is for like what like Pokemon Go is like I got out of that, and I was like I only really was doing it for a while there because events were going on and I was trying to get a shiny. So
yeah, absolutely.
Stop playing that too. Come on, no Celebi. No, I want to go shiny.
No. I was hoping the Giratina would shine too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna stop there because I bet nice numbers. Got to 2,700 on Celebi and 930 on Giratina.
There you go.
Keep going. I'm gonna get weird numbers, and as much as I like them, I'm good.
Weird numbers are great.
Yeah, that's good.
As long as you know how to use them.
Yes.
Anyway.
Glad we got to do this though. It's been fun.
Hey, yes, it's a great time. We'll have to do it again.
Well, I figured, I'm like, since you're gonna listen to me anyway, we might as well be in a call.
Might as well actually have a conversation or something.
Yeah.
No, or you're just gonna see me sit here and smile like I normally do.
Yeah, that was funny. I don't think that was last week, but whatever it was, that was just funny.
Oh gosh, that was hilarious. Sitting there laughing. What are you smiling for? I don't know. I can't help it.
Yeah, because I had you pulled up on my laptop because I have 2 monitors and then I might use my laptop as the third one, but my third one is always just like a stream I throw on, or like if I'm multiing with somebody or something like this, I have them so I can see what they're doing. And I just had you up that day and I was like saying something and I'm like, oh, this is funny, and then I look over and you're laughing and I'm like, is he hearing me? So I just took a guess.
And yes, I could. Yes, I could. It's the best. That's the one thing I actually love doing. Like, yeah, I might be streaming, but I'm also listening to other people's streams, kind of seeing what's going on. Because it's just, I love multitasking, and I feel like I do it pretty well. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm the best at it, but I feel like I can do it now without giving facial expressions. Not very much. But
I used to always say, don't be invested in someone else's stream when you're doing your own stream, because you need to be invested in your own. And if you spend too much time looking at someone else's or paying attention to them, you can't really do your own well. But if you've got it mastered, and I don't really see a problem with it. So much more lax now, I guess.
Yes, I know. Josh, I know I missed 2 messages, and technically I didn't miss a name going anywhere. I was just waiting. Me and Chaos were having a conversation. I'm sorry. All right. So, and I threw it away at my old basketball hoop. Had a crack completely in the base. That does suck. She got a new one. Nice. Junkman came and picked it up. Well, good. I'm glad you got your new basketball hoop.
They're awesome. All right. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for the stream.
Chaos, I appreciate you. Appreciate you letting me get involved with your stream.
Yeah, I was like, he's live. I'm gonna try it, and like he can hear me, so I'll just ask him.
Yep. There you go. And you know I'll answer. Or I'll at least smile.
Yep. All right. But I'm gonna get out of here. So we'll see you soon.
All right, man.
Good luck.
Have a great night.
You too.
Yeah, appreciate it. We're gonna see what happens.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out and being around and being in the community in the stream. I'm gonna actually close the shared chat. So, I told him I want to come say hi, but yeah, good to have a multi with Gaming Inc. So, let me get you some connections. You can follow me on my socials here. Please go follow me on all the platforms: Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Discord, YouTube, all the fun stuff. It's all there for you guys. Please go check it out. As I said, I streamed yesterday on the YouTube channel. We're doing Best Team Fire Red. If you're interested in that, I would appreciate it. Other than that, I don't really know what else to say, honestly. Good stream. I think we have one more day of this because I think Tuesday is still technically April. I'm just going to check my calendar really fast. Tuesday is technically April. Thursday is the 1st. And I'm actually not going to be able to stream on Thursday. So we will probably do this again on Tuesday. Boring. I'm looking. I get jumped the whole month. Yeah, I don't have anything on Tuesday. So we'll probably do this Tuesday to finish up that stuff. But that'll be great. But yeah, we're hanging out with Gaming Inc. So go enjoy the rest of their stream and what's going on over there. So you can have fun and enjoy all the fun stuff that they've got going on. But great to have them in chat and great to have them in a call for once, which is great. But go enjoy the rest of the stream, enjoy the rest of your night. Appreciate you all hanging out, and I will catch you next time. So until then, my name's Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe, and as always, burn it up.